Hi everyone, my name is Dmitry Rogoshkin, and in this lesson, I'll share with you the core principles for the dodge and burn retouching method. But first, I'd like to explain what it's for and why we use it. Dodge and burn is often used for facial retouching, making any face look more beautiful. It is based on raising or lowering the exposure in some areas of the face for smoother light to shadow transitions. This technique fights the flat picture effect, removing ragged shadows, like the ones you see here near the nose, removes bags from under the eyes, and generally makes a face look better and healthier. Let me show you the final result for the dodge and burn retouching method. Before and after. The face became lighter, and it has more volume throughout. You can see it well on the nose and lips. The bags under the eyes are gone, and the face looks healthier and more beautiful. The essence of this method is in lighting, dodge and darkening, burn specific areas of the photo. We lighten the darkest areas and vice versa, darken the brightest. Also, we aim for a smoother color gradient from light to shadows and from shadows to light, respectively. And now, let me show you how it works. Check this out. We have this ragged shadow on the face from the nose, which is too dark. We need to level it out to get a smooth gradient instead of the sharp and abrupt gradient we have right now. To iron out this ragged shadow, we need to brighten it up with a smooth enough gradient that shows a shadow only near the nose and nowhere else. This is a very straightforward technique. I create a new adjustment layer, Curves, and with a left click of my mouse, fix a point here in the middle and raise it. Then double left click on the name of the curve and rename it to Lights. Then click on the layer mask and hold the hotkeys Command-I or Control-I on PC so that the mask turns black. Next, I'll create another Curves adjustment layer. And just like before, with a left click of the mouse, I fix a point in the middle of the curve. Instead of raising it, I'll lower it this time. Then click on the layer mask and hold the hotkeys Command-I or Control-I on PC to change the mask to black, and double left click on the name to rename it to Blacks. Hold Shift and click on the Lights layer mask. What do we get? We get a mask layer that turns entirely black. With the brush tool, I right-click on my photo. This brings up the brush settings menu. Select the first brush and set the hardness to 0. The only thing we're changing here is the brush size. Now we're going to paint over the mask with the white brush. Click on the eye beside the lights layer to see how the photo brightens up. If we do the same for the blacks layer, click on it and draw on it with a white brush, you'll notice how the picture darkens. Let's reduce the flow setting for the brush to a minimal 1% and begin to draw. I can change the brush size using the bracket keys on my keyboard. Let's go back and click on the Lights layer mask and start working on the areas where I want a better gradient. This brightens and flattens the sharp and shadowy transitions. I'm erasing the borders, so to speak, between the light and the dark areas. You can also use the same method for removing skin blemishes and other imperfections. It allows you to preserve the texture of the skin, as well as eliminate harsh light versus dark skin tone changes. Now let's click on the blacks mask layer and work on the brightest areas of the face. Once again, we're doing this for smoother color gradients. I'm going to zoom out a bit. Let's combine these two layers into a group. Left-click on your mouse and drag them to a folder. We now have a group, so let's check before and after. Before and after. Thanks, everyone. In our next lesson, we'll retouch the entire face using the dodge and burn technique.